Well, I made a mistake, unfortunately, with my phone. I trusted it to actually transfer the video from here to the laptop. This week in Star Trek Saturdays, we're going to look at the Leeta figure that I messed up and deleted or something in the process. Sometimes when it transfers over, like, bling, bling, can't find it, blah, 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 and it deletes it, unfortunately. So this is from the Warp Factor Series 2 from 1997. This is Leeta, the Dabo girl. Here is a beautiful picture of her in an earthquake. Now, mine's got more red on her nose, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. All right, so let's look at the things that she can come with. Now, the Dabo wheel, which is something I definitely remember talking about, looks absolutely nothing like this Dabo wheel. First off, mine looks more like a mustardy color, like a gray poupon color. This one looks like gold. Secondly, this one does not have propellers. This one does. So it's the gaming table that Dabo girls are, well, named after, obviously. They're playing Dabo. All right, so the action base is what our feet are on right here. It's for the Bajoran symbol. Then she has bars, not one bar, but bars, 2 bars of gold pressed platinum. It's the gold base Ferengi current, or currency. All right, so the gold pressed platinum actually comes in 2 different shapes. For some reason, they made them 2 different types. I don't know if one's more valuable than the other. I would suspect so. All right. Before we get to look at our beautiful woman, let's take a quick second to look at her biography as denoted on the card. All right, so with the Deep Space Nine personal database, subject Leeta. Leeta is a Bajoran woman who works at the Dabo wheel in Quark's place on the promenade in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Her job requires her to wear attractive outfits that will lure gamblers to the Dabo wheel. Although she's very attractive, her job also requires her to be smart at mathematics, which seems weird because she always acted really ditzy on the show. And then again, that could just be part of her, I don't know what I'm doing, so, you'll probably win. So she can quickly calculate the odds in her head on every spin. She considers Dabo to be a sucker's game. If she ran Quarks, she'd installed 3 Donjot tables and 2 Preco alleys. Attracted to cerebral men, Leeta once was involved with Dr. Julian Bashir, but they ended their relationship on Risa conducting a Bajoran rite of separation. She found herself attracted to Quark's shy brother, Rom, who was afraid to express his true feelings. Dr. Louis Zimmerman offered her a job at managing a cafe on the Jupiter station, but she decided to stay when Rom finally expressed his love for her. And to my knowledge, this was printed in 1997, so that probably wasn't the end of the line. I'm pretty sure they got married, didn't they? By the end, I can vaguely remember that part. So now, oh, and by the way, there's some more information. It is assortment 1601. This particular figure is 16110, or sorry, 1610. What am I saying? 65100. This particular figure is 65103. And PlaymatesToys.com is the website to find out more about these wonderful action figures. All right, and Playmates did a great job on these. Unfortunately, they gave them the hips from hell. At least that's what I think they are. Here she is, and her little outfit keeps on coming off. It's like little points you got to push into the back right here. Now for her articulation, it'll probably come off again. Let's get a close-up of her lovely face and see how much she does look like the actress. She has matching earrings, which kind of is confusing because I don't remember whether she did or not in the show. Not confusing to me, but the first time I ever saw Bajoran was Ensign Rowe, and she only had 1 earring and they wouldn't let her wear it at first. But then they learned to respect her values and let her wear it toward the end of the episode or a series of shows, after they had to learn to accept her. We have a beautiful outfit she's wearing, which has got some grays and some pinks. And of course, some pink, almost like dress pieces, just popping off the end like this. Her actual articulation is fairly limited, but she can do her best Linda Blair impersonation and puke out some green stuff on you. Now, if you look at her nose, like I said, she has those little red dots on her nose. Her eyes are brown. And her lips are a nice shade of red. All right. Now, for her arms, they have this beautiful pink sleeve or lavender or whatever color that is. I'm a guy, so I don't know colors. All right, her arm can go around 360 on both sides, but she has no elbows or wrist articulations. This hand almost looks like it's meant just to sit, to put on her hip, while this one reaches out to do some Dabo. Let me get the Dabo wheel. You know, it's almost like, oh, what is that, blackjack or roulette or whatever. She does have waist articulation. She can do the spin around or do the twist like we did last summer. And she also can put her legs up in the air and go around 360 degrees. But when she sits, she's going to sit like a farm person. I mean, seriously, she's spreading them out. And I really personally don't like that. If you look in the cracks right here, which I'm not trying to be weird, I'm just saying right the legs, between the legs and the buttocks, you'll see that it looks like these legs are painted this color, which is strange. But at the same time, it makes me wonder if originally they wanted this to be skin color, but then they're like, well, parents won't buy this for the kids, so maybe they got rid of that to make it more just tight leggings. Because if you look at the shoes, they are separated. So I do have this one thought that maybe, and this could be off of a previous made figure, that these legs were supposed to be skin colored. All right, you can also tell that this is one piece of color. There's no, like, you know, paint mishaps on there. As far as the chest, I'm going to guess that it's actually gray painted with the skin color on top. Just from what I can see. It does look like there's gray right there in the cracks at the neck. Like it's painted and there's, you know, some less paint right there. Okay, well, we can put this back on. Now, she did have a particular number, but it's not on her shoe because she has high heel shoes. She does have a hole in both feet so that she can go on the stand without any problems either way, except, and this is where I remember doing this in the video earlier, if you wanted to put her more centered like this, it ain't going to happen. Oh, she has high heels that could straddle that. No, they really won't because of the positioning of the hole. I tried doing that earlier. If you want to put it like this, it could work. It's just going to be a little bit in the way. And it's going to be a little bit inconvenient for our other heel. And leaves me very few options other than to probably do this. Which makes her look like her other foot's just floating in air. So, yeah, that's another faulty issue. So the little placement of these dots, almost of these, it's almost an inconvenience. It's almost like maybe, just maybe, sometimes they should have flattened this out, made it look like it, like maybe draw those lines in. And made it work more as a stand. Because most kids don't, and I was when I was, well, I got this in the 90s, so actually I bought this off of eBay, but I had one in the 90s with a Bajorn stand. I would have not wanted to play as a Bajorn. I just never wanted to be one. A Klingon? Yes. This symbol? Yes. This symbol? Not so much. So there she is with her stand. And can she hold any of these other instruments? Well, let's see. Where is the gold press platinum? The big one's a little hard to handle. But it works. And then the small one works even better. So she could be having a break and eating some gold press. Oh, that's not chocolate. Well, let me know if the Leeta, the Dabo girl, was one of the figures you picked up in the last 30 years. Because this figure was in plastic until I opened it, like I did the other figures, from 1997 to 2025. For almost 30 years. Over 25 years, she's been stuck in that plastic container. And let me know again, if you've ever gotten this figure, or maybe if you understand, maybe you know the secret of the legs. Is this a second issue of this one? Was she originally had skin color legs? Were they going to do skin color legs and at the last second, nope, spray them. We don't want to get parents mad at us for having too much leg showing like they did on Leela or Ilya or whatever her name is, because she's definitely showing off. You know, I wonder if they used the same legs and just went and spray painted this. Like her legs, I don't have that figure. Out of all these, that's the only figure on this packaging I don't have here. I did have it at one point. I remember, I think I had it it came with a piece of Voyager, I remember, so maybe it was a different series. But maybe she had the same legs, and they just decided, you know what, just press them all at one time. We'll just spray them. I don't know. Somebody let me know in the comments below. That would be fantastic. Well, thank you for joining for another Star Trek Saturday. Live long and perspire.